Heidi-ho neighbors, Radio Goji here.
And I'm Solid Greg.
And welcome to something different.
Sonic Mania! Mania.
So there's a reason we're doing this instead of Deadly Premonition.
It's because we have Sonic Manic Depression.
You see, we're doing this on a Saturday instead of a Thursday, and because starting tomorrow I fully intend to play Final Fantasy 14 for 4 days. Not going to have a lot of time to edit things. So I'm nixing the toy video for this week, and I'll just do 2 toy videos next week. And
he's about to return to Eorzea, so
yeah.
We're going to play some Sonic Mania.
So I'm just going to put these
talk about shit.
up. Yeah, just do whatever. We have done Sonic Mania in a way before,
but it didn't make it to YouTube because it got deleted.
Yeah, but so hopefully this does go up. Who should we play as?
Squiggy. No, Robotnik. Abe Lincoln. No.
Let's play as Knuckles.
Bill Cosby.
Because Knuckles has a level that's a bit different from Sonic's and doesn't suck as much.
Man, back when last time they were making games with Knuckles, Bill Cosby was a respected entertainer. How times change. Oh my god.
Yep.
And you're dead! The end! Welcome to Dark Souls!
Now, you may have noticed that it's not the Plus version of Sonic Mania, which is the expansion. I have Sonic Mania Plus on the Switch.
Okay.
And I have beaten that version of the game, but, well, actually, I beat it before it was Plus. Either way.
Wow. So this is just straight up old school Sonic.
More or less, yeah. There are still a lot of upgrades to regular Sonic Mania, like all the new transitions and stuff were put in, and the menu system was redone a little bit. But
excuse me, they didn't even make new music for Green Hill Zone. It isn't that appearance.
Actually, all of the music was rearranged by a guy.
That's his name, a guy. A guy.
T. Lopez. And
he's Lopez.
He's
It's actually George Lopez. don't tell anybody.
The soundtrack in this game is phenomenal.
Well, it's Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of older songs, but there's also newer zones that we'll see that have newer music to them that's also very, very good.
Oh, you missed all those rings.
That's fine.
You're on the road to serfdom.
But we're just gonna see if we can just play as much as we can of this and have fun along the way, because that's the...
hopefully, that's the goal here.
That's the goal.
With Wii World Gaming, is to have fun. Oh, God! Busting right there. Busting makes him feel good.
Well, when he's not busting rhymes...
Oh, dear God. This reminded me of Knuckles' rap career.
Yeah.
On Pumpkin Mountain.
Knock, knock.
Thank God this isn't that game. Knock, knock. Who's there?
No, knock, knock. It's Knuckles. That's part of the song.
Oh, my bad.
His name is Knuckles. He doesn't like to chuckle.
Oh. Did you ever buy Knock Knock?
What?
Did you ever buy Knock Knock?
What's that?
That's the Ice Pick Lodge game for the Switch that came out for the Switch?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have,
we should do an LP of that at some point. I can pick it up for you.
Maybe.
For PlayStation or something.
Let's do a special stage, why not?
Please leap into the giant ring. Yeah, they say Knuckles teleports, but he actually dies and is replaced.
And if you're playing as, like, the only one who actually goes to, like, the last level, if he has a KS Emerald to Sonic, it's kind of inconsequential for Knuckles or not.
I can't believe this is Petscop 17.
I think this is what
it was building up to the whole time.
I need to watch more of that, because I remember you showed me, like, the first few parts of Petscop.
It gets really
creepy?
No, it just gets, like, to the point where it's expected for, like, the subreddits and everything to figure everything out.
I don't usually keep up with Reddit subreddits or anything like that. I'm not a Reddit core.
It's just really esoteric at this point. So, I don't know. I feel
Is it still entertaining?
Somewhat, but I feel like it's gotten really far away from the whole, like...
haunted game?
Yeah, from just, like, the creepy game thing. You please give Emerald. Please. Please. Oh, dear God. I got it. Oh, you got it. Okay. Knuckles got an STD! It's chlamydia. Oh, no. Oh, yes. In 6 months.
Oh. Now I totally want to see... I don't know if the internet has done this yet, and if not, shame on you, internet, but...
Tony Soprano riding a chocobo?
Oh, well, besides that, that's already been established. Now I want to see a like a thing with Bob Page and Knuckles just going, oh yes, oh no, oh yes, oh no.
10 hours of that? Yes, I would make that.
That has to be a thing.
No,
now.
and I'm gonna make a remix one where it's Bob Page going, oh yes, Knuckles going, oh no, and then Viper going, ha ha, yeah. Oh no, your ring! Oh well, you got
That's fine.
Sonic the Hedgehog taught me that as long as you have money, you can come back from anything.
Pretty much.
It's one of the core tenets of society.
Oh god, it reminds me of when we that time like years ago when we watched RoboCop 3.
Oh dear God. We watched RoboCop 3?
Yeah, it came on TV. We were at your house, and it came on TV, and we watched it. And there was one part where RoboCop is chasing the bad guys in the van, and in order to stop RoboCop, they threw a bunch of like dollar bills or whatever out the back of the van, and a bunch of people went to gather them up and got in RoboCop's way so they could get away. And you were like, "Hey, they threw money at the problem and it went away. They're Democrats."
Oh. Bad Greg.
Bad Greg.
Well, problems don't go away when you throw money at them anymore. But what is this racist-ass Native American imagery? Is that a slime from Dragon Quest in our box?
What?
Go back.
Which one?
Go down. That box there. That's a slime from Dragon Quest.
No, it's not.
Help me, I'm touching this box.
He wouldn't say that. There aren't enough puns. Because Dragon Quest. Anyway, that was a bubble shield. I don't know why it shows up as a water drop.
This is like the dentist's waiting room version of Green Hill Zone.
I like it.
What? Oh, okay.
And then he shows up as the final boss from Sonic 2. Fun fact, Sonic Mania is the first 2D Sonic game I've ever completely cleared.
Oh, nice. I think with all that money, the Dr. Robotnik could just buy a gun.
Well, he does have guns and make sure.
Hey, fuck you. Blam. Dead. No problem with that.
Well, no, because I still have rings, you know. Even if I get shot by the gun, if I still have rings, then...
You know, you would think Dr. Robotnik would go on, like, a quest to remove all rings from stages. You would think that.
That's gonna be one heck of an endeavor there. There's so many.
Well, if the gun is good, the rings are evil.
That has nothing to do with anything. We just can't think of what to say, I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
Hooray, farm animals. You know what those bunnies were doing in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
They were fucking.
There were initially only 2 when
There were only 2 rabbits originally when Robotnik put them in there. Now there's like 8. Oh, they're inbreeding like hillbillies. That son of a bitch beat me up. I demand that you guess. Thank you. All right. Welcome to Echo Jail. Ew, I got it in my hair.
And now it's Chemical Plant.
Hell yeah.
Because, if there's one stage that isn't overused in Sonic...
I was gonna say, this is just Sonic Run so far. I mean...
Well, Chemical Plant was Sonic 2. But,
yeah, okay, my bad.
Yeah, there are a lot of, older stages, and there are some newer ones as well. The next stage is a newer stage, but...
That's not what people want. They want hollow nostalgia. They want Dr. Robotnik to just teleport them from level to level. They want to be 12 again, essentially.
That's probably most of the reason why this is such a liked game. This is like heralded by many as like the best Sonic game ever.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the Force Awakens of Sonic games.
It's my favorite.
It's the George Lucas backhanded compliment, like, oh, this is exactly what the fans want.
But this is what
Death.
I don't even know if a lot of the Sonic fans know what they want, but
they want their favorite characters to be naked.
Well, that's what DeviantArt is for. But I mean, to be fair, most of the most of the games that Sonic Team comes out with are absolute shit.
I'm like, you're not going to say something good about the Mario.
I mean, yeah, and you know, case in point, this is a game that's not made by Sonic Team. This was made by.
Oh yes.
To borrow the TV trope's term, ascended fanboys. But you know, every time, even if the game is decent, every time a new Sonic game comes out, people always find some reason to complain. Because Sonic 06 came out one time and it ruined it for everyone.
This stage is Vaporwave as fuck. Holy shit.
Oh, if you think this is Vaporwave as fuck, you should see the next one.
It just needs like a Roman bust on one of these pillars.
I mean, I know you've I know you've seen a lot of these before. The last time we played and probably just forgot. But there's one that looks like almost exactly like that Mac Plus cover.
Yes, I can't wait. Was I drunk when we played this?
No.
Really? It wasn't as part of like an after show of like a drunk run?
No.
Okay.
It was, I don't remember exactly why we were playing this instead of whatever else we were playing. I don't think it was when Duke Nukem stopped working.
I think, wasn't with the discussion of Sonic Mania like that weird rambling, like occasionally political discussion? Wasn't that
occasionally political? Yeah, it was the one that's the reason I didn't put it up was because it got so political.
Isn't that when we isn't that where we decided to bring the podcast back and do it on like YouTube? I think that's where that idea came from.
I think that may have been.
Oh shit.
Where part of the idea came from.
It's the UFO.
I keep missing the shortcut is the problem, and I'm running out of rings.
Tell them.
There we go.
Don't let them believe. Excuse me, sir, I believe you have my jewelry. Sir, I'll put strychnine in the guacamole. Please, I need my big emerald. There we go.
Yeah. That means the next time we go into one of those, you'll see the Mac Plus album.
Nice.
At least I assume it's the Mac Plus album cover. I
That's
saw a
actually
picture of it.
a visual representation of hacking off a Somali child's limbs to take their diamonds.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar! And now it is decayed and destroyed.
And the water's gonna come back. Oh, no, that's another part of the stage. Now the thing is, with this stage, it usually goes either way, so I don't know if I'm going backwards or forwards.
Oh, it's a bisexual level.
You know what I mean.
Just kidding. It's a player sexual level.
There we go. This is the right way.
Like all BioWare games.
Players. Okay.
Yeah, you've heard that term, right?
No.
That's where all the video game characters want to fuck you.
Okay.
Like that's what BioWare does.
Yeah.
Like if you make a female character, even the female characters want to fuck you. If you make a male character, all the male characters are gay and want to fuck you. Basically, that's what BioWare does because they want you to fuck all their characters. BioWare is basically a really, really well-paid DeviantArt.
Or they will
That's
be.
why. Well, they will be now. Now that Mass Effect, whatever the fuck it's called, bombed. Andromeda. You really shouldn't have taken the name from a fucking failed TV sci-fi show. Oh no, I explode for no reason.
Yeah, I saw that come on because I watch Comet sometimes, which is it's like a channel that has like really old sci-fi shows on it. And they've been playing things like Babylon 5 and Stargate SG-1, and they play Andromeda on that.
Yeah, that show was garbage. Yeah,
are you just
I watched
biased
a couple
against
episodes of it. It had fucking Kevin Sorbo.
I was about to say, are you biased against Kevin Sorbo?
Against Hercules, his legendary journeys.
I like Hercules' legendary journeys because Sam Raimi usually makes things that I like.
Oh, you can just crawl. You can just crawl out of the thing.
Theoretically, yes, but if I usually try to do
Please
this...
move before I drop. Oh my god!
That's why I don't...
You were gonna die like that dude in the gray!
That's why I don't normally do that through here.
Like, it's alright, Knuckles, let go! Let go, your body is dying! Live and die on this day! Oh... Oh no!
That was nice of them.
That was bad.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I think I was gonna talk about my backlog or something. I don't know.
I mean,
grasping at straws.
Yeah, please talk about something before I start saying things I regret. Like start making the radical case for letting Sonic die as a franchise.
I know we've been talking about like putting like Deus Ex, finding a way to play Deus Ex and stuff.
We really should find a way to play Deus Ex.
What were you saying that you wanted to play? Because you mentioned something earlier. I don't know if it was on camera or not.
I mentioned Knock Knock a little while ago.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Like, I keep thinking, like, how am I gonna fit that in? Because, like,
if I could LP anything, I don't fucking know what it would be.
Cause I know that you downloaded, like, I think, like, Shin Megami Tensei 3 and Resident Evil 2 on my PS3.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because the thing
I've been wanting to play RE2 before the remake comes out, but I probably won't.
Because one of the things is I've been integrating my backlog a lot into the LP listings because...
Well, it's always a good thing to do.
But, like, the problem is, like, I'm also putting, like, a bunch of other games I've already beat because I really want to play them, like, you know, Zelda games I want to play, and Jet Force Gemini, and stuff like that. But, like, the list of, I'm like, I want to play this next, then this, and this, and this is, like, at least 12 games long right now. I mean, I don't think it's any... I'm trying to, you know, shy away from, like, you know, super huge games and like RPGs and stuff. Cause,
oh yeah, that's probably not the best idea.
Because like I know that you said you wanted to play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, but that's gonna take us like
oh yeah, no, that'll be a billion episodes,
billion years.
So we probably shouldn't do that.
So I was thinking how we're you know where we would fit in like Deus Ex and
Deus Ex isn't. It's a fairly long game, but
I mean something like that would definitely be something I would consider.
Yeah.
But we just have to find a way to play it. Although there is the Steam Play thing now.
Yeah,
as we mentioned.
Yeah, Proton is pretty fucking great. I can play Skyrim on my Linux box. I can play The Witcher 3 on my Linux box. It's pretty freaking great. What else have I tested? Crimson Clover, which is a vertical shooter, runs fine. What else? A couple things don't work.
I know that a lot of the backlog games, because I have so many PS3 games that I want to get through. Because the thing is, after I'm done with Persona 5, which is...
Oh dear God.
It's going to be sooner rather than later when I play Persona 5. I mean, I have some other games that I'm kind of interested in playing.
That's the biggest disaster in a chemical plant since Union Carbide.
But, where was I going with this? There's a, I'm going to go through like a what I call it the system purge.
System purge.
Where, like...
Is that like the movie The Purge?
No.
Where for one night you can play all the video games you want.
Well, it's basically a bunch of systems that don't have a lot of games on them that I'm just going to, like, finish up with those games and just put the systems away.
Okay.
Until, like, I really want to put something on them again.
That makes sense.
And then the PS3 I'm actually going to sell once I'm done with it.
Oh, okay.
Because there's really... with having a PS4... And a lot of the games on the PS3, there are like better versions of those games.
Oh yeah, a lot of
ports of those games out on there anyway. You know, there's really not much point in still having it because everything else that the PS3 can do, the PS4 can also do.
PS4 does what PS3 don't.
But there were other games like I know 2 of the PS3 games that I have on there, like Shadow of the Colossus. I have this PS3 version of that. I want to play that on there.
But there's the PS4 version of that now.
Well, I don't have the PS4 version.
But you could.
I could, but why do that when I can just not spend the money and just play the one that I already have?
But that's not constant consumption, okay? Listen, capitalism requires constant consumption. Constant growth. Constant expansion of markets.
The other game that
You should know this. You're in a chemical plant.
the other
You're poisoning the planet to get rings. Shiny, fancy rings. Shiny, happy people.
holding hands.
Yes, exactly.
I also want to play Far Cry Blood Dragon, which was, you know what that is?
Yeah, of course I know. It's a spin-off of Far Cry 3 that's
It's a standalone
is
expansion.
like a cyberpunk or something like that, and it's comedic. Oh, hello. We're on Hollywood Squares. Oh dear God, it's Mean Bean Machine.
Yes.
Oh, this fucking shit game. Oh my God.
It's only, you only think it's shit because you forced yourself to get the platinum
Oh my God.
in fucking,
Yes, I
Ultimate Genesis
did.
Collection.
Yes, I did, and it was the worst.
But this is actually, this is a good game.
Oh my God.
But this is the boss, and you have to beat him in order to win.
The meanest, beanest.
And it's
My head is
actually,
like a shark fin.
it's actually not as impossible a proposition as it sounds, because Dr. Robotnik actually sucks at this game.
Are you the left or the right?
I'm on the left.
Okay. There you go. Crush that. Oh, hey, you got a trophy.
Oh, wasn't expecting a trophy.
Well, congratulations. We are the trophy generation, apparently. You know, everybody gets a trophy, but nobody gets affordable housing.
And I decided, like, after seeing some of those, after seeing some of the trophies on here, I'm not getting all the trophies.
Oh, no, fuck that shit.
I'm fairly sure that there's one of them where you have to go through the entire game without losing rings or something like that.
Oh my God.
That's not gonna happen. It's like when Mega Man 9 came out, and I think Mega Man 10 had this too. Some of the trophies were go throughout the entire game without getting hit. And it's like, first off and foremost, Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10 were made with the mentality in mind that Mega Man games were really hard, and this is like back Mega Man 2.
There were actually more of those birds before, but the rabbits ate them.
There were
I just
more.
love to see him stand on one time and pop it open, and a bunch of dead, suffocated animals just flop out. You know, because Robotnik forgot to... Oh dear God, what the hell?
This is one of the new stages, Studiopolis.
Welcome to Vaporwave Zone, baby.
This is probably my favorite zone in the game.
Oh, this is fantastic.
My favorite song in the game. Although there are some, I mean, all of the zones are pretty well done, except for Flying Battery. Flying Battery can use a dick, but
Soundtrack by Japanese Symbols Man, Daniel Lopatin and Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, there's a Vaporwave act called Tom Cruise.
I just got that.
Yeah.
But it's like TV.
Yeah, oh, it's great.
No.
It's like TV the way it used to. Oh, would be
Oh.
dead, apparently.
Yeah, Knuckles can't.
All it needs is like Frasier in the background, like tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
I would see that as a solid point for this. I like Frasier.
Featuring Kelsey Grammer. Featuring Kelsey Grammer as Dr. Robotnik.
I was about to say, if they could
Now
get like...
fuck that Jim Carrey shit. You get Kelsey Grammer to be Robotnik? That, for some reason, that's insane enough to work.
Yeah, I think Kelsey Grammer might actually work better as Dr. Robotnik than Jim Carrey.
Well, it would be hard for anyone to work worse than Jim Carrey as Robotnik.
I guess. I mean,
Look, you didn't
Keanu
like
Reeves
his,
says
you didn't
anything.
like his amazing turn as the Grinch?
No.
Oh dear God! Oh, they beamed you.
Yep.
It's like Mario Odyssey.
Sorta. It came out the same year.
Oh God! And he busted out of the TV like the girl from The Ring. I love it. This is a fantastic level. What are you talking about?
I remember,
Nicolas Cage as Robotnik.
I like Nicolas Cage from an entertainment standpoint. Not that he's particularly great in a lot of the things that he's in.
But he always gives it all.
Yeah.
Man acts in a time when many actors and actresses do not.
Although, have you seen Wind Talkers? Wind Talkers is really good.
Who would you, like, actually want to see as Dr. I mean, obviously the answer
nobody.
is no one.
Yes.
But if you had to, if we had to make a live-action Sonic film,
Oh, God.
I'm actually more worried about who the fuck is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog in a live-action Sonic film. Oh, God.
Well, CGI is the answer. It's going to be a CGI Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, is it CGI? Is that it?
Well, there's real actors in it, but there's CGI for Sonic and Friends, I think. I don't know. I'm not going to see the movie.
So it's actual. So it's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, except Sonic and crew are the cartoons, and Dr. Robotnik is a human.
Something like that. I don't know.
I gotta say, I'm liking this movie the more I hear about it. It sounds nightmarish.
Did you see the trailer for Detective Pikachu?
I have heard of it. I have not actually sat down and watched the trailer because it looks like nightmare fuel.
I'm intrigued. I
don't think the world is ready for realistic Pokemon.
I don't think so either. I mean, it looks interesting. I mean, it's basically a movie that I'll see when it comes out on Netflix or some shit.
There are so many issues with the Pokemon universe that would just have to be addressed by any sort of real-world Pokemon movie that it just completely takes it out.
Well, it's still
the fact that there are Pokemon that are literally used for slave labor, or like, do people eat Pokemon in the Pokemon world? You know somebody eats Pokemon. And you know somebody fucks Pokemon.
I'm not going to go into that.
Well, that is something that would happen in the real world. If Pokemon were real, would it be illegal to eat them? Like, can I have a Machamp steak?
I have no idea. Those are like discussions that, like...
Even the Pokemon people don't know these things, which shows that they haven't actually thought about the world they've created. Oh, you got another trophy. Here, just have a fucking trophy, whatever.
Here, the cheat, have a trophy!
Like, can we hunt Pokemon for sport? I bet that happens. That would happen in a world where Pokemon are real.
I don't know. Probably really bad people would do that.
Oh my god, could you imagine the fucking, like, rescue commercials with fucking Sarah McLachlan?
Oh god!
But they're like bandaged up Pikachu, like Pikachu with one arm. It's like, for 25 cents a day, you can rescue 4 abused Pokemon.
For 25
a day.
Okay, no, I think it's Poke dollars. I think is the actual term for that.
Oh my god. You can purchase rare candy for the... It'd be also gonna be like Pokemon racism, like, I don't have a problem with the Jinx, but I wouldn't want my daughter to use one of them aids, you know? that sort of behavior in the Deep South. And I'm not saying I would say that, I'm saying people would.
The thing is, like, the movie still takes place, like, in the Pokemon world. So it's not like the real world, but it's just like with real actors and CGI Pokemon. One of which is voiced by Ryan Reynolds. And I thought it was really weird they went with. And I thought that. I'm just trying to think how to word this, because Detective Pikachu has been a thing in Japan for much longer. I think that they already did a movie in Japan. I think it was just like an animated movie or something. Like, it didn't have real actors in it, but
Also, the whole idea of having an animal fight club, like, isn't that what Michael Vick went to prison for?
Well,
like, you're literally having
there are arguments.
Fight.
There are arguments about that, because as far as the Pokemon world is concerned, the Pokemon are fighting alongside their trainers and with mutual respect and stuff.
Oh,
like
sure,
that.
of course, that's what they say.
Because they're partially.
That's what they say.
They're mostly sentient.
And they said the slaves wanted to, stay on the plantation because they were scared otherwise. And I know somebody's gonna, if anybody's actually watching this, which they're probably not, I'd be like, Greg, you're being really fucking pedantic or whatever. Look, I have no problem with these questions. Like, I have no problem with there not being any answers to these questions in the Pokemon game. What throws me is, if you're going to bring the Pokemon into the real world, then it doesn't make any sense to not have answers to these questions.
I just say, just repeat to yourself, it's just a game. I should really just relax.
Exactly.
Because I mean, there are still people who get really pedantic about it, even with just the games, and they take things way too seriously.
Pokemon reservations.
Put on the Pokemon reservations, suckers. We're not going to honor them bogus treaties.
Bogus Poke treaties.
Oh, here we go.
What is this? Okay.
This is the Mac.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. They just absolutely were like, yes, let's just make Macintosh plus Floral Shop into a level. Oh, that's amazing.
So you don't have the busts, but you have the columns.
Yeah, you have the columns.
That has that aesthetic.
Great. I need a 10-hour YouTube video that's just running around this in a circle while Lisa Frank 420 plays.
Lisa Frank 420.
That's the name of the song. It's all Japanese characters, but it translates to like Lisa Frank 420. That's the it's your move. I've made up my mind. That's like the one Vaporwave song that anybody who knows what Vaporwave is knows.
I mean, I don't know really any Vaporwave song unless you count Viper the rapper.
I don't really.
I don't think anyone does, but
that's just kind of an incidental thing. It sounds like kind of like he's rapping over Vaporwave. Vaporwave is a weird fucking genre in that
it's basically plagiarism.
It's both the laziest fucking genre and one of the most interesting.
So
because there are like dozens of bands that are literally just taking like Sade songs and slowing them down. But every now and then you get somebody like Depth's Dynamic Shroud.wmv who does like incredibly interesting shit with like samples from like obscure Japanese disco songs and shit.
So something to think about, if Vaporwave is basically plagiarism.
Yeah.
And Viper the rapper is sampling Vaporwave. Does that mean he's plagiarizing plagiarism?
Yeah. Look, he's not thinking about that, okay?
He's just thinking about
trying to blaze up, especially when it's after dinner.
Releasing more albums per year than there are days in that year.
Look, Viper's a busy man, okay? He's got 3 more albums to release today.
All of which would have the same title.
Oh yeah, She Want You 7 or whatever. Oh, I love Viper. I really like. I'm a big fan of any kind of like outsider art, like by people who are just crazy, like Viper or Wesley Willis.
Oh yeah.
Or just anything that's just completely insane and out of the mainstream.
Until it gets into the mainstream.
I just find really interesting. Obviously, like you can fault Viper's rapping skills or whatever all you want, but you can't like fault his drive. Like, it takes something to release like 340 rap albums in a year. Like that's a level of like drive and like giving a shit that most people, myself included, don't have. I couldn't release a fucking rap album every day for a year. It's a struggle for me to write like 3,000 words a day every day for a year. Okay, I'm a chicken, and it's cold outside.
And he actually does that as his main source of income, by the by.
Oh, me or Viper?
You do that. No, writing like 3,000 words a day.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And like I've been having like aspirations of doing like scripted reviews of things. And the one for Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster has been in like development hell for the past year. I watched the movie while I was recording footage for the movie. Mm-hmm. I wrote down the notes for which to base the script off of, and I never made the script or anything.
So this would be like a channel thing. Would this be part of Squeeze the World, where you just do reviews for movies?
Well, not just movies. I'd be doing games too, but it would be part of Squeeze the World in some way.
There was something I wanted to. Oh dear God!
I don't know if it's going to be like on a separate channel or if it's probably just going to be on the same one. In all honesty, but
oh yeah, that's fine. There was something I was thinking about adding to Squeeze the World, but I can't remember what it was now. It was something like that. I can't remember if it was something about books or horror movies.
Are we doing book reviews or
horror movie reviews? I don't even remember. Unfortunately. Oh, he's dead. Children. What's that sound? Oh, please free us. Don't free them. They don't deserve it. Y'all critters don't even smoke crack.
I like the buzzing sound that keeps going. It's actually a joke.
Oh, okay.
There was like a live stream thing for Sonic's 25th anniversary or something like that. Mm-hmm. And because of their shitty audio equipment, it kept making that buzzing sound throughout the entire thing.
That's a clever joke.
Yep.
Flying Battery Zone!
And then Crush 40 was like singing their music and trying to get people to sing along, and they either wouldn't sing or they...
Crush 40, is that the...
They're the ones who go, open your heart, yeah, it's gonna be alright.
Oh, they don't do the song about the city?
No, they don't do that one. Okay. But they did do the Live and Learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
I don't know that one. Sorry.
That's from Sonic Adventure 2.
Well, I don't know that one, unfortunately.
We need to play Sonic Adventure 2 on here at some point, because I like that game.
Sonic Adventure 1 was so wonderful.
I still like it. I mean, I don't think it's like one of my favorite games or anything anymore, but I still really like it.
It was a hell of a game, alright.
It was.
Oh, sweet God. Oh, okay.
This is probably my least favorite level in the game. That Oil Ocean. Oil Ocean wasn't fun in this. But
remember that fucking fictitious article I wrote? Remember that like week in high school where I was trying to have like the Onion website and
the Daily Chainsaw.
The Daily Chainsaw. And I wrote an article about George Bush declaring war on Mobius to get access to the Oil Ocean Zone.
I vaguely remember.
He claimed Dr. Robotic tried to kill his dad.
The main thing
that takes me back.
The main thing I remember from that was something to do with Donald Sutherland.
Yes, Donald Sutherland was kidnapped by hippies. I was really good at coming up with articles. Oh, I did one about Bruce Almighty because it had come out about from the perspective that Jim Carrey actually had received godlike powers. It was something like the person was excited about getting eternal salvation from a man who talks from his butt or something like that. Fuck, man, that takes me way back. The Daily Chainsaw, man, that was fun as hell. I wonder if that's still up.
Probably. It might be. I don't know if anybody's touched that, but our old website is probably still there.
Oh man, the Total Perspective Vortex. Oh, the Big Bug Fun Club.
Big Bug Fun Club. Of which the Total Perspective Vortex was a part. We had like the Big Bug Fun Club was like the...
Well, that was called GeoCities, and I think GeoCities is gone.
Okay, yeah. That was GeoCities, and this was probably dead. We all had our own websites, and...
Oh yeah, that was the 90s, man. The early 2000s. Everybody had their own website.
And we had our own lore and everything. And
oh my god.
We are gigantic nerds.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm still coming up with characters and lore. I have Jordan and I. You know Jordan. Jordan and I have this huge lore backstory thing with our Final Fantasy XIV characters. Mm-hmm. Where Captain Flooper's Champion of Justice is also the this actually went on from Final Fantasy XI, I think. Mm-hmm. With Captain Floofers. He was the ruler of Flooferland. I remember the last time I played Final Fantasy XI, I had claimed I think East Saruda as Flooferland.
Nice.
And at the time, Jordan's character, his name was Fuzzle Wumpus, had Wumpus Hollow, which was West Saruda. And whereas my country was one of justice and all that, because that's the kind of characterization I gave my character.
Oh, of course.
And then Fuzzle Wumpus Hollow had was basically a horrible dictatorship, except they never really used bad words, evil sounding words to describe anything.
Nice.
It was a lot more clever when he described all the goings on there, but it's just fun stuff. We'll tell people in our part
We'll
of
tell
a
our
free company and whatnot.
grandchildren one day.
Yeah, probably. And they'll be like, what's Final Fantasy 14? We're playing Final Fantasy 56. Oh, wait, look! The Final Fantasy 7 remake just came out.
What are video games? Look, I'm fighting for survival in a post-nuclear wasteland.
Oh, look at this! It's gonna crush me, oh no!
Oh no.
I was actually expecting to lose lives before we got to this point. I mean, we lost to the Diablos, but I'm normally not very good at flying battery, because it has a lot of cheap crap in it. Although that also mostly comes up in the second act, and also the boss of the second act sucks.
Oh, that sucks.
But, yeah, we'll see that when we get to it. You're looking up... Oh, you're looking up the...
I'm trying to find the Daily Chainsaw.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you doing on your phone? You're not contributing to the conversation. It's getting really awkward. Help.
Sorry.
The Wayback Machine.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. But
well.
I'm trying to see if it's on the Wayback Machine.
Do you remember? You remembered like the URL and everything?
I'm pretty sure it was the dailychainsaw.blogspot.com. Wasn't that it?
I have no idea. I think you just showed me at one time, and I don't remember exactly what it was.
Maybe it was .blogger.com? No, that's not it. I don't think it exists anymore. That's a shame.
That's too bad. Too bad our past shame will never come back to bite us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Total Perspective Vortex website no longer exists, because I'm like 99% sure it was on GeoCities.
It was.
GeoCities doesn't exist anymore.
Although I think we went to one of those other... I remember because after a while, because I remember it being a big deal when we learned HTML.
Oh yeah, that was like the key to the world.
And that was when we stopped relying on the drag and drop editor that GeoCities.
Oh my god, yes, so many memories, y'all.
And then we actually had gotten like
incredibly shitty GeoCities drag and drop website editor. Oh man.
And then when we learned HTML, we moved over to... I think I still had the GeoCities thing up as a hub. But then we moved over. It was like a free server thing.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if those are around anymore. It was like .itgo.com or something.
Oh my god, itgo.
That's what it was. Remember, it was I don't know. Was that going by Radagoji then? Because when I first started off in the internet stuff, I went by Pikachu because I was really into Pokemon.
Yeah, you were.
And then, like, eventually,
it's there! TotalPerspectiveVortex.itgo.com.
Oh, it is still there.
Oh my god! I've got the wallpaper from Master of Orion 2. Oh my god. Copyright 2000. Holy shit, I was 13. Oh my god.
It's gonna be okay, Greg.
Iron Chef. Oh my god. I can't believe this still exists. Holy fuck.
Yeah, but,
oh my god.
Yeah, I think my thing was for a while was called Pikachu's Game Forum. And then I started calling it Buddhaland because I went into a phase where I started just doing like really weird shit. But I don't know. I remember the hub that like kept all together was still a GeoCities thing. If I'm not mistaken.
My god, if you ever want to find out like what an incredibly shitty like, oh my god, 13-year-old like ASCII nerd thought of the world.
In the early
private
90s.
world in the late 90s. Oh my god. Total Perspective Vortex.itgo.com. I can't believe any of that still exists.
I can't believe itgo.com is still sort of a thing.
Think of how many people, like, we are the last generation that gets this. Like, we get to at least have some of our shit, like our terrible, like, internet habits, like, get to be erased. Like, the next generation, like, any of the dumb shit they say on Facebook, that shit's gonna stay there.
Yep.
That shit's gonna be archived. Me, though, Daily Chainsaw, it's gone, apparently.
Yep.
which sucks. I wanted to read that
so
article
we can
about Dr. Robotnik declaring war on George Bush declaring war on Mobius.
So all of our past sins can be washed away.
Exactly, and new sins can take their place.
Yep.
Oh, hey, we're back in Macintosh Plus.
Yeah, because I fell down the pit.
Just remember, it's all in your head, okay?
Is that part of the song?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to play it because I played it once on the live stream. And if we do it more than once, we have to give Macintosh Plus royalties.
Uh-oh. We don't have that. We have to pay them royalties for their stolen
We have
sampling.
to play. Yeah, we have to find the Sade song that they stole and pay them royalties.
Well, I'm fairly sure that when we last tried to do this, and you mentioned like how this looked like a Vaporwave album, and you actually played the song for a bit.
I think I did. I think that's when, because I remember I played it at one point on a live stream. I think that's when it was.
So it wasn't on a live stream. It was just a
recording.
My bad. It wasn't a live stream. It was a recording that never even got published. So.
Oh well.
So technically, it never happened.
Interesting.
It's only hearsay.
Exactly. You can't prove I did shit.
You can't prove anything.
Exactly. I love it when creators do shit like that.
Like what you
I just realized in this year we've had both. In the last 12 months we've had both Scott Cawthon and Toby Fox drop completely free games out of nowhere. With, like no build up or fanfare.
I don't play any of the FNAF stuff though, so.
Yeah, but
well, I mean, I know what you're talking about.
the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator or whatever that eventually becomes Five Nights at Freddy's 5 or whatever, or 6 or whatever.
It's I think it's 6 because Sister Location was there.
It was free on Steam. Yeah. But that's always a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, if you see a free game on Steam, it's either going to be like it's either going to end up really weird or it's just going to be shit. I mean, look at Doki Doki Literature Club. That's a free game on Steam, and it's just like outright lies about what it is.
Quite a game.
I didn't play it, but I watched gameplays.
If anything, the thing that upsets me about Doki Doki Literature Club is that it tips its hand way too much. Like, it does the whole, like...
Maybe it does in retrospective.
I get why they have to do, like, the whole, like, this game has disturbing scenes or whatever thing, like Resident Evil does at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
It would have been better if they didn't do that.
See, I mainly saw that game through Let's Plays. Like, I watched the Game Grumps play a bit, and then I watched Pro Jarek play the entire thing, and then I finished watching the Game Grumps play. But at first, because I don't think they actually showed that screen where it says, you know, disturbing stuff, or I may have just, like, disregarded it. But, like, I was caught off guard by it being a horror game.
Yeah, I certainly was not. I mean, because I actually downloaded it and played it when it came out. Because people were like, hey, in, like, the horror thread, were like, hey, you really need to play this Doki Doki Literature Club game, wink wink.
Well, if it's from a horror thread, that should have tipped you off right there.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have been any of the wise. I'm just like, oh, look, the Game Grumps are playing a visual novel, and it's hilarious.
It's embarrassing, yeah.
And then
King of Breasts.
I think they did another, fairly recently, they did another visual novel thing called Doodle Date.
Is that like a serious visual novel or whatever? Oh my god.
It seemed kind of like it was at first, and then it just kind of like just weird shit happens, because, like, the main premise is that you're a high school kid who gets sucked into his notebook by one of his old doodles, and then you draw your dream girl, and then you can date your dream girl.
Oh wow!
And then basically, from what I've seen,
I need a picture of Chie Satanaka and some tracing paper.
From because I watched the Game Grumps play it actually fairly recently. I mean, it's been up for a while, but I watched it
my god,
yesterday or something like that.
The Good Queen Spider.
I think it was yesterday I watched it. But basically the story goes one of two ways.
Oh, I thought you were gonna die there.
Either you break up with your sketch girlfriend and get with the other sketch character, and then she gets pregnant and then you get to draw what the baby looks like.
What?
And then
Yes, I love it.
And then the girl doesn't know the implications of what's going to happen, so she ends up trying to kill you, and then you kill her in self-defense, and then the baby comes by and kills you in revenge.
This sounds incredible. I love it. It's like a David Lynch visual novel.
The other thing that can happen is that you can stay with your current sketch girlfriend, but then it gets really serious. The two of you get married, and then
Spoiler alert, by the way.
and then she gets tired of just everything revolving around you and wants a divorce.
Wow. It's like that Takeshi's Challenge game where your wife hates you.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty great. What is that called? Doodle Party?
Doodle Date.
Doodle Date.
Yes,
Is that on Steam? I gotta look that up.
I believe so. Yes, because the game runs for playing it on PC.
Yeah, I remember I did an LP of Steins Gate for a little while, but it was plagued with some issues. Oh, it's $1.99. Is it for other things other than PC?
I have no idea.
I'm looking
that up.
and it's only on
Shit.
PC.
I was almost done with that boss too. Yeah, I was kind of interested in seeing where Steins Gate went, but
Well, the big issue was I got to like part 4, and then half of the parts that I'd done were removed for copyright issues for using like the games, having the game's music in them.
oh, that's
Yeah.
weird. That's never happened to any of us before.
That happened. What happened to me? And then I was like, well, shit. I guess I won't keep doing Steins Gate then.
I never finished the second Life is Strange game either.
No, we didn't. The sub 1.5 or whatever before the
That's
sword.
what I meant. I mean, we did like at least one other part of that, but that never got put up.
Yeah.
I'm just
We're bad LPers, guys.
I don't know about you, but
Well, I don't have you have my microphone. I couldn't LP at home if I wanted to, unless I wanted to do it through my iPhone.
I know.
Which I don't,
I
really.
just I was looking at getting my own microphone. I just never got around to it.
Cool.
Sometimes I look and see that your microphone's here. I mean, I know that you're letting me borrow it pretty much definitely at this point, but I feel really bad.
That's fine. I should probably pick up a new one at some point. That one there, the one that we have, I forget what that is, a Meteor mic?
Samsung Meteor.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper now. I'm not like, go buy one, I'm just, I know, because
It's a good microphone.
when I got that Meteor mic, it was about $100, I think, and I believe last time I checked it was like $60 now.
Yeah, when I saw it
got
at Best Buy for like 80 or something.
They've got an even fancier one now. It's at like the $100 price point.
Of course they do.
But yeah, this is a perfectly good podcasting mic. It's pretty alright. I've recorded a few things guitar-wise on the mic before, and it's pretty good.
Alright. We're in a thing transition. We have like a little less than 2 minutes left on this particular recording, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the video real quick and just start recording the next press garden here in the next video. So, yeah.
Until then, I've been Soylent Greg.
And I'm Rado Goji, and we'll be here next time. Join us, won't you?
You better.